This is John back with another video and another contest. Well, I'm entering this one. Not that I want to win it because I'm far away from all of you, but just I want to enter. And it's George Allen's 5-minute video to 200 subs. He's asked for 3 albums and I better get on with it. One from your favourite band from the 60s, one from the 70s and one from the 80s. Choose one album by that artist. So let's go. 60s, well, I really only had 2 to choose from that I knew the albums quite thoroughly. Beatles and Rolling Stones, and I came up with Rolling Stones basically because their album in 1968, Beggars Banquet, is by far my most favourite album by a band in that decade. So there we have it, Beggars Banquet, absolutely tremendous piece of work, and began their trilogy of mega album releases. Moving on to the 70s, had a few headaches here really, but eventually I came down to Steely Dan, 7 albums in the 70s, I believe, 6, sorry, with Gaucho coming out in the 80s. So choosing the 70s, definitely my top band. Of the albums, well, you pick really, but I'm going for the Royal Scam in 1976, based on the fact that I play it more than the others. But really, you could choose any one of those first 6 and they would be superb. I still don't think I've really loved the band more than Steely Dan with regard to American bands. Right, on to the 80s, and at the moment I'm well inside my time limit. This was a little bit of a headache, I have to say, but I eventually chose, because of the quantity of vinyl albums that I bought in the UK when I was there. Of course, I'm not there now. I'm in Thailand and have been since 1994. But I'm going to choose Elvis Costello. I bought all his albums throughout the decade. If you add them up, I think there's 7 or 8 of them. And the one I've chosen, again, is the one that I played the most. And not necessarily the best one, but the one I put on particularly late at night when I'd had a few beers. And it was 1982's Imperial Bedroom. There's one track on that which absolutely brings me to tears. It's called The Long Honeymoon. And if you listen to the words to that, it really will break your heart, or break your heart for the girl. It's an absolutely fabulous ballad. And of course, he was moving into that area the further he went down the 80s, putting his punk music not on the side burner, so to speak, but he was mixing it up. So there we have it then. 60s, Beggars Banquet, Rolling Stones. 70s, the Royal Scam, Steely Dan. And 80s, Imperial Bedroom by Elvis Costello and the Attractions.